In the last 25 years, population increased by more than 2.5 billion. And it is projected to increase by 1.5 billion by 2050. We consume more food, more energy, and we also consume more natural resources in terms of land and water. At the same time, we have increased our emissions of greenhouse gases due to fossil energy use, and climate is also changing due to these increased emissions. We observe increased conflicts, which fuel distressed migration of people, and more than 100 million people are now migrating compared to what happened in 1990. The overall challenge that we have in front of us is to produce more with less. Population increase and the expansion of economic systems increasingly require natural resources, increasingly require energy. We can't keep going with the same pace as we did until now. We have to change the ways we produce and consume. How to do that? In agriculture, we already know that some techniques are more promising than others. So, for instance, conservation agriculture, which tries to reduce the amount of resources per unit of output, is a promising avenue. Of course, we need to make it context-specific and to make it more suitable also for smallholders. Also, agriculture has to contribute to reduce greenhouse gases. How to do that? We have to use less fossil energy in agriculture and elsewhere. And this is challenging because I would say we don't know how to do. We need to invest more in research, we need to invest more in development, and we have to invest in disseminating new findings in such a way that smallholders can have access to these innovative techniques. A second overall challenge is to ensure an equitable access to resources, to income, to wealth, to opportunities, to all the people. We are now in a context where we observe huge inequalities. Well, addressing these inequalities is the challenge of the future. It's not enough to produce more. It is also important that everybody have access to what we produce. Business as usual is not an option because the international community wants to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. For us, achieving the Sustainable Development Goals implies, first of all, achieving zero hunger. At the current pace, we will not achieve zero hunger by 2030. We estimate that more than 600 million people will be undernourished by 2030 if we keep going in a business as usual situation.